On this video, I'm continuing a harmony of the Gospels, looking at the last visit of Jesus to Nazareth. We're reading from Mark chapter 6 to start with, verse 1 and following. Taxeothen ekathen kai erkatai esten patrida autu, kai akaluthusin auto hoi mathetai autu. And he went out from there, and he is coming unto his own country, and his disciples follow him. So we continue then. Kai genamenu sabatu erixata, didaskein ente synagoge, kai paloi akuantes, exeplesanta legantes, pathen, tuto tauta, kai tis he Sophia, he dathesa tuto, kai hai dunames, toiaute diaton keron tu genamenai. That is, as we continue then, and when the Sabbath had come, he began to teach in the synagogue. And many hearing him were amazed or were astonished, saying, "From where has this man these things? And what is the wisdom that he gives, that is given unto this man? And what means, what does it mean, such mighty works done by his hands?" In other words, how can all of this be done by Jesus, is the thought. He's only the carpenter's son. So we read on, uk hutas esten ha tekton. Is not this the carpenter? Ha huias tes Marias, kai adelphas Jacobu, kai Iosetos, kai Juda, kai Simonas, kai uk esin kai adelphoi autu, hode pras hemas, kai escandalizanta in auto. So they're amazed, and they say, "Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James and Joseph and Judas and Simon, and are not his sisters here with us?" And Jesus said unto them, he's going to say a prophet. They say, how can this be? Is not this the carpenter's son? And how can all this be? Kaelegan autois ha Jesus. And Jesus was saying to them, Hate uk esten prophetes aetimas eme ente patride autu. That is, Jesus is saying to them that a prophet is without honor except in his own country and among those who are his acquaintances and in his own house. In other words, how Jesus is saying a prophet does not have honor in his own house, among his own kindred, and so forth. And that's still true today often, that one is not honored where one is grew up maybe. So verse 5, Kai u gadunata ake poiesai udemion dunamen, e me allegois arostois epithes tas kairos eterapusin. That is, and he was not able there. In other words, he was not able to do much there, the text says, and he was not able there to do no mighty work, except that he laid his hands upon a few sick people and he healed them. And notice he marveled at their unbelief. And so the text then continues how Jesus is marveling at their unbelief. Kai ethaumatsen diatain apistian auton. And he was marveling at their unbelief and how they were unwilling to believe. And I think that's one of the things that we can continue to marvel at, why it's so hard for people to believe in Jesus. Matthew chapter 13, 54 to 58 is the next text, Matthew 13, beginning at 54 to 58. And so just reading the text then, beginning in 54. Kai eothon eistain patrida autu, adidasken autus ente synagoge auton, hostet, ek placestai autus kai legen pathen tuto he Sophia haute kai hai dunames. And that is, in coming into his own country, he taught them in their synagogue, inasmuch as they were amazed, they were astonished. And he said, and they said, from where has this man this wisdom and these mighty works? How can this be? Where does this come from? Is not this the carpenter's son? In verse 53, as we continue then, in 13, verse 55, hutas estin hatu tektanas huias, uke meter atu legate Mariam, kai hoi adafoi autu Jakabas, kai Yosef, kai Simon, kai Judas. Is not this the carpenter's son? Is not his mother Mary, and his brethren James and Joseph and Simon and Judas? And then in verse 56, kai hayadafoyal tu uhi pasai brashemas esin pathen un tuto tauta kanta. And so they're amazed, and they say, is not this the one that we know? And his sisters, are not all of them with us? From where then has this man all these things? In other words, how is he able to do all these things? And they were they were stumbling. Kaya skandalidzanta in auto, and they were offended or being stumbled at him. Ha de Jesus epen autois, And Jesus said to them, again, a prophet is not honor. Uk estin, there is no, a prophet is without honor. Uk estin prophetes atimas, a prophet is not without honor. Eme te patride, except in his own country. Kai te oikia autu, and in his own house. Kai uk apoiesin ake dunames palas. And he did not do there many miracles on account of tain pistion auton, on account of their unbelief. So as we're looking at this part of the harmony of the Gospels, this is the last visit to Nazareth. And here, Jesus is being rejected. And the idea is he's not honored in his own, where he was from. And a prophet is without honor in his own, often in the environment that he grew up in and where he's from. And Jesus then is facing this, so he was not able to do many miracles. And so I'm going to stop there. It's so important that we have faith in Jesus in order to experience his mighty miracles and what he wants to do in our own personal lives.